Welcome back. Now, the sixth phase of voting got over today in 117 Lok Sabha seats across 11 states and 1 union territory. Maharashtra witnessed a turnout of 55.33%. That's up from 44.87%. So that's up almost 11%. Mumbai saw a moderate turnout of 53%. It was 44.4%. So it is up compared to 2009, but still below other cities of the country. Tamil Nadu maintained a high voter turnout, 73%, exactly the same as 2009. Rajasthan saw a higher voter turnout at 59.2 compared to 49.8. This is important because it was a hot day and yet 10% higher voter turnout. West Bengal also maintaining a high voter turnout of 82%. This again is a high polling area. Let's get a sense of what this means. Arunodhay Mukherjee tells us more from the Microsoft Data Analytics Center.
One concern all through this Thursday has been the low voter turnout. Of course, Mumbai performing relatively better than last time around, above 50%, but it's still posting quite a dismal figure. In fact, these are all the constituencies that went to polls, and if I choose this option as far as the 2009 turnout, less than 50%, it takes me directly to Maharashtra. And the urban pockets of Mumbai was where all the dismal performances were recorded. For instance, let's take you to Mumbai Central, and if I could take you through the last time's voter turnout, 39.52%. You know, not at all encouraging there, and this is an important constituency. Priya Sunil Dutt contested from here against Poonam Mahajan, the daughter of the late Pramod Mahajan, and also the Samajwadi Party's Abu Farhan Azmi. In fact, if I just take you through quickly this battle, this has always been with the Congress since 2004 and 2009. But yes, again, the encouraging, you know, the factor as far as the voter turnout is concerned was not particularly encouraging. I'll take you to another quick one. If I take you to, say, South Central, let's take you to South Central. Look at the voter turnout last time around as well, 39.50%. So overall, Mumbai's urban pockets have not recorded particularly positive voter turnouts. This time around, it's slightly better, above 50%, but again, not particularly encouraging.
What really happened in Mumbai, though, was a late surge. That late surge meant that the overall voting turnout did rise, a jump of 10% compared to 2009. But as we say, Mumbai still lags behind other big cities across the country. Our Mumbai Bureau Chief, Smita Nair Raskina, along with Shavan Sen and Shoaib Ahmed, tell us just why does Mumbai fail the voter test?
Every eligible voter must make an effort to vote, and that's the only reason I'm here.
It's important for every Indian to be part of this process.
If it's a strong coalition government, I think they can do well.
The best known ambassadors from a quintessential Mumbai mix of cricket, Bollywood and business, urging the notoriously apathetic Mumbaikar to please vote.
While Maximum City didn't entirely buck the national trend, the voter turnout still didn't match up to most other cities.
CNN IBN asked Mumbaikars why.
I have very strong opinions about it, but I couldn't cast my vote this year because I am from another city.
Hi, have you cast your vote? It's election day today.
Not yet.
What about you?
I am going very soon.
No, I haven't because I did not got time. We got some work and we were coming, and I think now I'll go and vote.
In sharp contrast, these octogenarians and nanogenarians, mindful of the importance of their vote, were seen queuing up across the city.
They हो या handicap हो, आपको वोट देना चाहिए.
आप लोगों को फर्ज तो है, लेकिन जिम्मेदारी भी ज़्यादा.
ये हमारा अधिकार है to vote.
But like in Pune, in Mumbai too, there were several complaints of names missing from the voters list. Even those like Deepak Parekh and Ram Jethmalani had to return disappointed.
They are saying that my name is not on the list, so I can't vote anymore.
And while claims of a sweeping wave were dismissed by some of the city's best voices, most agreed this had been a sharply polarized campaign.
The tragedy of this entire campaign has been, in an effort to separate yourself from the other, you've narrowed your plank to a point where the debate has been polarized.
It's a pity because instead of unity, we are talking divisiveness.
In the run-up to voting, the generally ostrich-like Bollywood too took positions with appeals being issued on who to vote. Even so, several chose to attend the IFA at Tampa Bay instead.
This Molparia cartoon may be a tad too harsh, but it does capture the story of voter apathy in this city election after election. But a late surge in voting may indicate that the trend could be set to change. With Shavan Sen, Mihir Trivedi and Shoaib Ahmed, Smita Nair.
Let's raise the question then. Has Mumbai failed the voters test again? Joining me now, special guests, Shaina NC, spokesperson of the BJP in Mumbai, Sucheta Dalal, managing editor of Money Life magazine, Rashesh Shah, chairman and CEO of the Edelweiss Group, Kumar Ketkar, Maharashtra's senior most journalist. We'll also be joined by Sushma Reddy, actor and model, in a moment from now. But I want to come to you, Sucheta Dalal, first. Do you believe that Mumbai has passed the voters test? Because if in an exam that I did, I got 53% and others were getting 80%, I'd believe I had failed. Do you see this rise from 43% to 53% as a good sign, or is it a sign that Mumbai is good but not good enough?
I think it just saved our face barely. I think it's not a good sign at all. I think we should have done a lot better. This time, everybody that you met, everyone had an opinion on what should happen. Doesn't matter what that opinion was. If after all that they didn't get up and go out and cast their vote, I think it's a matter of shame. I think 53% is definitely, this 53% also, as you know, Rajdeep, happened in the last hour or two. And right. I think even that number was reached because every activist, everybody we could think of, tried to shame people into going out and voting, and that's why you had a last-minute face-saving surge, but it would have been 40 otherwise.
What is it? What is it, Kumar Ketkar, about Mumbaikars? Is it that they have become a gated community that only thinks inwards, that Mumbai is Bhagwan Bharose, so they are not even worried whether it is Narendra Modi or whether it is Rahul Gandhi, that excitement, that competitiveness of an election doesn't seem to seep into the Mumbaikar spirit? 53% means 1 in every 2 Mumbaikars has not voted.
Well, actually, Mumbai is not a homogeneous city. We should not compare Sobo, that is South Bombay, with Dharavi and Dadar, and certainly not the areas which are close to Dahisar and Borivali. I think it is completely wrong to put entire Mumbai under one scanner and say that Mumbai has failed or Mumbai has not failed. Mumbai has failed across the board, if you say, in terms of 53% vote, but it is much more than what it was earlier. However, I agree with Sucheta that overall, Mumbai did not respond to the so-called political high-voltage campaigns of all parties, but therefore it has actually exploded 3 myths. Till 4 o'clock, all the cameras showed, all the channels showed that most of the voters were not young, they were middle-aged or old. So all this mythology of entire youth inspired by Modi the Messiah has been exploded. Second, the digital and social media and the candlelight campaigns which are supposed to inspire all people in the great democratic experiment that India is, that has not also worked. So let us not unduly delude ourselves that Mumbai actually has failed or succeeded. 53% for Mumbai is either realistically cynical or cynically realist. Anna Hazare movement had recorded, something like 1,42,000 people who were ready to participate in this movement, and actually on the Maidan there were not even 500 people. So all these people who are on Facebooks and Twitters and WhatsApp, I think either they are realistic or cynical.
Well, the people on Twitter and Facebook and WhatsApp in Mumbai are perhaps cynical or realistic about the state of their city. But Shaina NC, what does that say about campaigns, about politicians of Mumbai? Are they unable to galvanize people to come out and vote? I know there were a lot of voter awareness campaigns, and yet people didn't come out and vote. What does that once again say about the politics of Mumbai? Have people of Mumbai just lost faith in their netas, that they believe Mumbai will be handled by them, we don't need the netas?
No, I think that's an unfair assessment. The fact that it has increased 10%, if at all, says that, clearly they are inspired by somebody as charismatic as Narendra Modi, or for that matter, they believe in stability, progress and strong leadership. But Rajdeep, don't forget that 26/11, Mumbai was up in arms, and every Mumbaikar was saying that how it wants to, bring about change and good governance, and then we had the most dismal performance as far as voting went. This time, fortunately, it has increased. Unfortunate part is that there are over 6 lakh voters who were out there who wanted to vote, and their names were just not on the voting list. This is a pattern that we have seen in Pune, we have seen in Thane, we have seen in Nasik, and we have seen in Mumbai. So this.
But isn't it my job? Isn't it my job as a citizen to check? Isn't it my job as a citizen to check whether my name is on the electoral voter list, or you believe that it's the election commission which has failed?
Absolutely. No, I would like to commend that the Election Commission has done a fabulous job in certain places. I mean, you've seen places like Goa, the voting percentage has gone up by 22%, which is historic. But there are cases like in Maharashtra, where despite having a helpline, a lot of us who were trying to get people to come out and vote, who people wanted to come out and consciously vote, despite having their election cards, were unable to do so. And that helpline was not functional. So these are also things that need to be addressed.
I take your point.
Points which need to be taken into consideration, because maybe the voting percentage could have been even higher.
No, I know that problem has been there in Pune. I know that several people in Mumbai, from the Ram Jethmalanis to the Deepak Parikhs, are all complaining about it. But Sushma Reddy, who's also with us, Sushma, the fact is that Bollywood, talks a lot. There's a lot of anger in Bollywood when things go wrong, and they say the system sucks. But today we saw some Bollywood people and people from celebrities coming and voting, but others have gone to IFA in Tampa Bay. What does that again say? What are their priorities? The likes of Anupam Kher, of Javed Akhtar, of Shabana Azmi, who otherwise speak out on issues, chose Tampa Bay over voting.
Let me explain something. I mean, IFA doesn't ask the industry and then sort of ask the election commission and then create their dates. They have a pre-planned calendar, and I anyways have an issue with this April-May voting patch that we have, because most people step out for their holidays. So I'm not defending the industry, but at the same time I want to bring to your attention that as a Mumbaikar, I feel betrayed today. I am a part-time volunteer for HOS Ward and Agni in Bandra and Khar, and you will be shocked at the number of voters. Entire buildings are missing from the list. Voters are missing from the list. We've had to turn away thousands of people. So I mean, the election commission should hang their head in shame.
That's an interesting point, because I've heard this in Pune as well.
Who is then accountable for this?
I've heard that in Pune as well, and I'll come back to you. I've heard that problem in Pune as well. It's in Mumbai and Pune. I haven't heard it to the same extent in other parts of the country. So clearly, the Maharashtra Election Commission has much to answer for if so many names are dropped off the electoral
They have a lot to answer for. We demand like a re-audit. I would love to see an audit and understand what happened.
Okay, I know, Sucheta, you want to respond to that, but before that, Rashesh Shah, the fact is that the richer you are in Mumbai, the less you vote. Even now, I'm going through a breakdown. Malabar Hill has still voted much less than most other parts. As Kumar said, there are many Mumbais. The Dharavis and the slums have come out and voted. The Malabar Hills have failed the test. Why can't Mumbai's rich and famous avoid these long weekends and stay back and vote?
No, actually, I don't agree. I think if you see South Bombay, yes, I think it was about 54%, which is also a huge improvement. So I think at least all the people I know in business and people who are professionals and in business have been very keen to vote. At least a lot of people I know have been able to vote.
Rashesh Bhai, sorry to intervene. Rashesh Bhai, even that 54%, Rashesh Bhai, sorry to intervene. Even the 54% has not come from Malabar Hill. It has come from other constituencies.
True, but I think overall, if you see, because if you look at South Bombay, is not only South Bombay anymore. I think the entire South Bombay is now spread out. And I would feel that what we saw in this election is still a huge improvement over what I have seen in the earlier elections. So in a way, I'm also slightly happy that I think the awareness, the apathy that was there in the earlier years has started to go away. But obviously, I think as all of us have said, we need to see a lot more improvement. But I do feel that the business community, the professionals, the people in the business area are increasingly getting more and more keen that we also have to go out and vote.
Are you getting that sense, Sujata, that people are actually enthusiastic, or do you believe that that there hasn't been any dramatic change in all these years in Mumbai? Is it the problem that Sushma is pointing out, that the people do want to vote but they don't have their names on the electoral list?
No, I don't agree with that, because yes, there was a serious problem, like she says, with the electoral list in Pune and in Bombay, and I think that has got to do with our satisfaction with automated systems. Okay, systems don't work. I don't think the election commission did it deliberately. I think systems can be tampered with. We do not have a concept of IT audits for anything, not even for banking systems. Okay, you don't even know what I'm saying. I'm saying that systems have to be systems have to be audited, and I think names did disappear from the voting list. But think about it in another way. We know that the Election Commission has worked very well in pockets. We also know that 2 to 3 weeks before your voting day, you get slips. If you don't get it just from the Election Commission, you get it also from the parties that are contesting the elections. If you haven't got a slip, wouldn't you have woken up and wondered what is wrong this time that you haven't got it? And this time, for the first time, there were multiple ways in which you could check. You could check on your mobile. People haven't made the effort. So I think it's a two-way thing. There's something went dramatically wrong.
Yes.
Even there you will find, Money Life is doing a lot of follow-up through Vinita Deshmukh, who is our consulting editor. We have written articles about what happened in Pune. There also it's the same story. It's 1 lakh to 6 lakh voters have disappeared from the list, but barely 1,000 people are coming on the ground to want to complain. In fact, I think there are about 4 or 5 who are leading the charge.
You're saying there's a sense of lethargy. Sushma, you wanted to respond. If I didn't have if I'm an individual who didn't have a voter slip, I should have known and actually pushed. All I need to make a one phone call and I could have got it done. It's possible to do today.
It is possible to do, but let's face it and let's be like a little bit positive. We have a much better turnout than the previous years, and I'll tell you, this is one election that has captured the imagination of this entire country. So I find it really hard to believe that we have a poor voter turnout, and to say yes, the Election Commission may have done a fantastic job elsewhere, but I am calling into question what has happened in Pune and Mumbai, and I think it should be audited and it should be understood. I am not someone to subscribe to conspiracy theory, but something was very odd. I've sat at the election desk 2009, I've seen what happened then. I sat again today, and I can tell you a lot of people who were on that list in 2009 are missing. Families have members missing, buildings are missing. There is something terribly wrong. And agreed, should we be so lethargic that we don't subscribe to deadlines and ask for our slips? But what about the sites? The CEO Maharashtra.gov.in site crashed. The helplines were dead. Where do people go? They were just going helter-skelter. Where is that last mile, Rajdeep?
I'm taking
we are
your
getting
point.
people to come out to vote. Fantastic. But where is the last mile from the EC?
But I'm hearing all this anger. I don't hear it in other cities. Kumar Ketkar today, Chennai voted. Voter percentage above 70%. Now, what is the difference between a Chennai and a Mumbai? What am I to understand? That the people of Chennai are more enthused by this election than Mumbaikars? Or is there something that, as I said...
I don't agree at all.
No, what is it?
At all.
No, but these are the hard figures.
That if I'm
70 versus
53% of the direct taxes, then I'm good enough to be on that list.
But I know that's one point. Why is it that Chennai has 70% and a Mumbai 53, Kumar?
Actually, Rajdeep, Mumbai has something close to 1 crore voters, that is 100 lakh.
Right.
And even if you say that 5 lakh people were missing in the list, it is much small number, and even if all those 5 lakh had voted, the percentage would not have fundamentally altered. That's simple mathematics. So let us not crib about. That doesn't mean that Election Commission or the people's cynicism is justified. The question is, let us not mistake one for the other. The second point is that just as Modi had inspired, Narendra Modi had inspired the business community, about which Rashesh Shah mentioned, there is also an equal amount of backlash, and those people who do not approve of Narendra Modi or his style or his philosophy have actually come in large numbers in many areas to vote against Narendra Modi's BJP. And if Shaina says that it is a good number, comparatively 11% people have come more than last time, let us not forget that in 2009, immediately after the 26/11, 6 months after 26/11, we saw so many candlelight marches and so much of youth brouhaha, but actually at that time also people did not vote. So let us not unnecessarily say that this 11% people is a great wave that either AAP or Modi created. So let us not be unduly... Yeah, sure.
I just want to take a break because I still haven't got an answer to my question. Why is it that a Chennai votes?
Can I respond, Rajdeep?
No, I'll just come back to you, Shaina, in a moment. Let me take a break. Why is it that a Chennai votes? Why is it that a Mumbai doesn't? Yes, some big names did come out. The Sachin Tendulkars came out and said they wanted to vote, but several others don't. And the Aam Aadmi of Mumbai, the middle class of Mumbai, must also answer why can't he or she match the middle class or some of our other metros. Back in a moment on just why the Mumbai voter isn't coming out and voting in large numbers.
I think in a democratic nation of ours, every eligible voter must make an effort to vote, and that's the only reason I'm here. It's normal. Just wanted to say that it's important to vote.
On a day when Mumbai has barely passed the voters' test, just about 53%, and other cities and other parts of the country have voted heavily, we are asking, why does Mumbai fail this test again and again? On our panel, several guests, but I just want to answer that no one's answered the question, why Chennai 70 and why Mumbai are 53? Shaina NC, is there lethargy? Let's be clear that you have not been able, all political parties must take part of the responsibility and the Mumbaikars themselves must take. Have you all also been, have you all failed to enthuse the voters and make politics truly competitive and meaningful in Mumbai? Politics in Mumbai is not meaningful enough. I'm asking Shaina and I'll come back to you.
I told you Mumbai is cynical and realist.
Yes, but you know, is it just cynical or lethargic, Shaina NC? Are the politicians lethargic?
Sucheta was absolutely right. Sucheta was right that people did not respond.
Okay.
And so many times Election Commission has come on television and radio asking people to see that whether their names are registered or not. But people have not responded. Sucheta
I think that question
right.
is for me.
The blame is also on people.
Kumar, let Shaina respond. Shaina, respond to that as a politician.
Rajdeep,
yes.
Just 2-3 points.
Yes.
You made a comparison of Chennai. Chennai last time also had a very high voting percentage.
Yes.
The comparisons you have done in most of the cities have shown just this pattern. However, a 10% increase also goes to show that the electorate that has voted wants to first do away with a corrupt government in the centre and the state, which has done nothing for the common Mumbaikar, whether it's infrastructure projects, whether it's unemployment, price rise.
But then come in larger numbers. Then Shaina NC, I don't want a political debate today. Then come in larger numbers. If Mumbaikars are sick of corruption, are sick of infrastructure, they should come at 75%. Why do only 1 in 2 come? If they are so sick of the system.
I agree with you, but if they've come even halfway to a 11% increase, it's something that needs to be noticed.
Okay, so you're saying the glass is half full.
I'm coming to Sushma's, one second, coming to Sushma's point.
Yes.
I would also like to question that this pattern that one has seen in Maharashtra and Mumbai, Pune, Nasik and Thane, how is it that it is a certain educated class or the people who live in high rises whose names have gone missing and the other names stay constant?
Absolutely.
Is this not something that could be a conspiracy?
No, hold on. You are now saying that the conspiracy.
We cannot rule it out. We cannot rule it out.
Okay,
I am debating.
Okay.
Rahul, I am Rajdeep, I am debating on the various factors that could be a possibility.
You're raising a serious allegation.
Kumarji said 5 lakh votes could not make a difference. Every single vote does make a difference.
Okay.
One vote makes a government, one vote breaks a government.
Okay.
So to say that people are not aware or not conscious, I think is unfair.
I said
people this time want good governance, they want change and they want a mandate on stability and leadership, which only a national political party can do.
Just a minute.
Regional parties also have enough of their share of instability.
Shaina, just a minute. You are making a point that you believe you see a conspiracy in the fact that upper middle class area people find their names off the voter list. I will look at it differently and I will ask Sushma the question I started off with, Sushma, which you didn't answer. There are a number of people who are celebrities, the Javed Akhtar, the Shabana Azmis. These are people who come on my television programs asking people, urging them to vote. They go to Tampa Bay and don't stay in Mumbai. Where are the role models for Mumbaikars? Should we not have all these people out there voting together? You all don't, I mean, let's not look at a few buildings. Just a minute, Shaina.
Okay, can I answer, Rajdeep? Rajdeep, can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, Rajdeep, can I answer?
Go ahead.
Okay, look, first and foremost, my industry, although, yes, you know, we are like poster children for the entire nation to get them to come out to vote, etc., etc. We are a very, very small percentage of the entire population. Leave that aside. If you're asking me why this city doesn't show up like in huge numbers, firstly, there's a huge migrant population. There are a lot of people who are moving homes. The biggest problem is this year, like in January, there were young kids who just were fresh voters. They just put in their names. There were a lot of people who moved homes. They're nowhere on the list. It is a city of migrants. Secondly, yes, maybe Mumbai pays more attention to roti, kapda, makan. So therefore you see more numbers during assembly and corporation elections. But I'm not trying to make any excuses. I am still asking, why is it that certain segments are missing from this list?
Okay. In fact, Vinita Deshmukh of Money Life, which Sucheta edit, says it is a huge conspiracy of voter deletion. We will look at it if it is a conspiracy. But Rashesh Shah, do you believe that it is time now that Mumbai in some way created a new way of actually looking at politics? That for much too long, Mumbaikars have almost seceded. They're physically in India, but their minds are already in Manhattan. They need to start living in India, and it's not just about Modi or one individual. It's about engaging with the political process.
Absolutely. I think we have seen that usually the environment in Mumbai is not very ideological. It's not a very activist kind of a society. Even in the past, when we had all the Anna Hazare movement and all, they didn't get a lot of support in Mumbai. So Mumbai historically has been a little bit slightly more cynical, more realist. But I must also say that it is starting to change. I think what we have seen in this election is that I think people are becoming more conscious. And I think earlier in your show somebody was saying that at least in Mumbai, historically people felt that who governs India is decided in Uttar Pradesh, and Mumbai is a small island, and we don't matter at all in the larger scheme of things. But I think that is starting to change. As I said earlier,
is it changing? No, hold on. Is it
people really felt that we need to make a change?
Is it changing, Sucheta? Do you believe that things are changing? Are we being overly cynical in this program? We've seen, as we said, a rise from what? To about 53% from 42.1, so about 11% rise. Are we being overly cynical, Sucheta, when we say Mumbaikars are detaching themselves from politics?
No, Rajdeep, I think Mumbaikars tend to be lethargic and cynical, and this doesn't apply only to politics. It also applies, every day there are 30 people who meet with a railway accident, 10 to 15 people die. Even when we try to do something over there, there is the same lethargy. People don't give a damn. The only place where I see long queues is when it comes to temples. I see it at Siddhivinayak every Tuesday, or Lal Bagh Sa Raja. They are expecting God to make a difference to them. They will do nothing to help themselves, and that is the cynicism which doesn't allow them to even find out whether their name is on the voter list or not. I'm not saying there's no problem. There's clearly a problem, but people didn't check either.
Right, as you said, Mumbai is Bhagwan Bharose, so they turn to Lal Bagh Sa Raja or turn to Siddhivinayak. But I'm going to ask all my panelists, please show your finger. One day you all can all show your finger on this program. I hope each and every one of you voted. Kumar did, Sucheta did, Sushma did. Rashesh, you're not putting your finger up. You voted, okay, better. Shaina NC did. So at least on this program, we were 100% voted percentage. So at least this program has passed the test. Sadly, Mumbai perhaps hasn't. Appreciate all my panelists joining us. Maybe next time.
No one to be so cynical.
Okay, I'm not going to be cynical. Maybe next time when we
I said.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Sushma.
No, I said that, we can't be so cynical. We have done better.
Okay.
So I would like to believe, like as a Mumbaikar, that we are doing better. We can't be so cynical.
Okay, next time when I come on the program, I hope you'll have touched 60%. That will be truly a pass percentage that we had in college. 50 was seen as a second class. 60 was seen. Okay, we will wait to see whether you can touch 60% in the assembly elections. Appreciate all my panelists joining us. In a moment from now, open mic. We're looking at ex-soldiers and what their demands are when it comes to voting, why they want greater voting rights. Don't miss that. It's coming up in a moment from now. We leave you though with selfies. We had even offered selfies as an incentive to you to come out and cast your vote. All your selfies are there on IBNCJ.com. I hope you voted, and if you haven't, well, I'm ashamed to say that Mumbai is just not good enough. Good night, goodbye.